throw that cutter just to keep the hitter off balance and basically to keep the hitter honest. Doesn't want him sitting on certain pitches.
Number 23 strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, number 23.
And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Sinker, and that's ruled strike two. Hard liner toward short. And a rather easy first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's got light tower power. Make a mistake up in the zone, and you better be prepared to see it leave the yard.
Now to the plate, Manny Machado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, you know, Ross is definitely liked by the pitchers, man. When they're working both sides of the plate, they tend to be pretty effective when he's making the calls.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Rasmus. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Chris Tillman will be the starter for the O's in this contest. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Here's a high pop-up. Room for Wieters behind the plate. And he's retired here, 1 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I know this club loves what Evan Gattis brings to this offense. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Tillman gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, Manny Machado over there at shortstop, one of the better athletic shortstops in all the game. We all know what he does offensively, but defensively, a ton of range. Can do a lot of different things. Very versatile. Remember, he also can play a strong third base as well. In fact, he won the Gold Glove at that position in 2015.
Carlos Correa is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. On to Chris Davis makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The windup and the 0-1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
And this will bear watching as the game goes on. You know, if he's going to have success here, a lot of it's going to hinge on how he can locate his sinker. That one's too far up in the strike zone. A belt-high sinker is not much more than a flat fastball.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Mark Trumbo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
The 0-1 pitch. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. But fortunately here, no advance. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, he just made a mistake right there. This pitch up in the zone. He's got to get this ball down and try to get the double play ball. Instead, he leaves the pitch up, and that's going to wind up scoring that runner all the way from first base.
Standing in now, Kim, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
The 0-1 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Full count now. 3-2.
And you can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Trumbo around third, heading for home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Digging in the switch hitter, Matt Wieters, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And he's not quite as powerful from the left side as he is batting right-handed, so he just doesn't quite have that same pop in his bat batting lefty.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Now at the plate, Jonathan Schoop. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball one. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Batting ninth, third baseman number 3.
Ryan Flaherty settles into the box for his first chance. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there. And you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The batter, number 23.
Number 23 gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Looking to minimize the damage here. Sinking line drive out to right center. That's in there. Base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a great throw from the outfield.
On the money.
So 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Orioles lead it 2-0. Colby Rasmus strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Left fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Tillman's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As this is on the ground, softly towards first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth, designated hitter, Evan
Gattis gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Machado has it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders. Manny Machado is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Heading out towards shallow right. Springer is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just one pitch.
Number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, the fine center fielder Adam Jones. Grounded to short. Correa scoops it up on to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third. Striding into the box, Chris Davis. He singled his last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in. Luis Valbuena will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Tillman's got his target. Here comes the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look. He gets that bat head out front and just rips this ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
Jason Castro digs in here for his first appearance. Grounded to third. And he's retired, 1 away.
Batting 9th.
Jake Marisnick steps in now.
Marisnick.
This is line to left. Kim is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
This ball's just hit way too hard to think about tagging up and trying for third, so he's just going to have to be happy where he is right there at second.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Well, we'll take a look at this pitch again. It's a high fastball, and there really aren't too many options here. Pretty much all you can do is try to slap that thing the other way. Just a good piece of opposite field hitting there.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Runner's back.
Keeping him close.
Here's George Springer. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swing and a miss, 1-1. There goes Altuve. Pitch outside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Taking a little bit of a risk there. You'd hate to see him make the final out at second, especially when you've already got a runner on third. But he gets a great jump here, and now a 2-out single will drive home 2 instead of just 1.
Very weakly on the ground. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Well, that's one way to get yourself on the scoreboard for the first time. They always say, get that runner home any way you can. And, well, this counts. It'll be scored an infield single and an RBI.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty, 2-1.
Well, that's not a really good slider right there. That just had too much of the plate, but this time he gets away with it.
2-1, here it is. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate.
And this will go down as a wild pitch, but the silver lining is at least they did prevent the runner at third from scoring. The upshot, though, is that the runner on first was able to move into scoring position now with 2 outs.
And it's full now, 3-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 3 innings complete. Mark Trumbo is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. And it's quickly 0-2. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
Now batting, number 25.
Kim will dig in. He singled his first time around. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting, catcher, Matt Wieters.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Wieters. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way. hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
I've got to say, even as a right-handed hitter myself, there's something about a left-handed hitter's swing that's really fun to watch when they square one up. This is a cut fastball, but you see the nice extension, the good follow-through, and he just rips it into center field.
Jonathan Schoop is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Oh, good spot. On the black for strike two.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
On the ground up the middle. Altuve fields it cleanly. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball from Minute Maid Park right after this. Colby Rasmus is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. Two and one. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
First baseman
Marwin Gonzalez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Tillman into his motion. 1-1 pitch on its way. Outside, 2-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And a step off. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. One out, nobody on. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about acting up there. Instead now he's on with one away.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Evan Gattis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Center fielder coming on. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he'll take a look at ball one. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
Here's the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And another foul ball. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
This is skied into short left center. Kim has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for Houston. They still trail it here 2-1. Ryan Flaherty heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Third baseman number 3, Ryan Flaherty.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, one away.
Now batting.
Number 23 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
To short, Correa is right there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 13.
Manny Machado will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well on his way to another good inning right here. And you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Valbuena is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They lead it 2-1. Jason Castro will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jake Marisnick comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. This is hit high and deep out to left. Kim ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here by Jake Marisnick as the Astros have bounced back to tie this one at 2.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Jose Altuve will stand in now. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one.
Oh, another pitch up. Just like the home run ball a second ago, he's going to have to get that thing down.
Drilled on the ground to short. On to Davis at first, and there are two away.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
George Springer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And they start him out away with a cold strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Astros able to tie it here on the solo home run. We're through 5 innings here today. Adam Jones makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Adam Jones.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Out in front of it, strike one. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 0-1 delivery. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Mark Trumbo digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Chopped foul right at home plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Now
I can laugh at this because I've been there, but watch his reaction to this hit by pitch. Oh, that hurts. I'll be black and blue for a month.
Into the box, Kim. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Sooner or later, the Orioles are going to have to find that key hit. Pretty much eluded them all throughout.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rasmus is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Matt Wieters strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1.
On the ground to the right side. Altuve has it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside. Carlos Correa will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Boy, a lot of break to that thing, and it's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here's the pitch on 2-2. A little bouncer. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there, as we're going to get another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that replay, and we're going to have to see what the word from the dugout is. Remember, the ruling on the field is safe.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Orioles have elected to challenge the
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. Now the ruling on the field is safe, and it probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to overturn this call and call him out.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off, and the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Into the box now, Colby Rasmus again to first, but he's back in safely. Inside, looked like the knuckle curve. It's 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Three and 0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Tillman sets. First pitch on its way. Rips this one to first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Up next for the Astros, designated hitter,
Evan Gattis will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Tap fouled at home plate. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen here, so that's going to be all for Chris Tillman. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Ryan Maddis will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Ryan Maddis.
First pitch of the at-bat. Luis Valbuena is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. 2 down, runners at first and second. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Here comes the first pitch. To first. Gonzalez is up with it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 23.
Number 23 stands in. First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. in there, 1-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting,
Manny Machado stands into the box. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Runner goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It obviously makes a huge difference if you pick the right pitch to run on. This is a changeup here, and it's down in the zone. If this is a fastball up, maybe it's a different story. But this throw's not going to be in time to get him at second base.
The 0-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Orioles held in check there. Score remains 2-2. Jason Castro steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
catcher, Jason Castro.
Hit to short. Taken in by Machado. And reined in, one away.
Now batting, center fielder
Jake Marisnick stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that was a breaking ball that he hit, and it looked like he saw it right out of the pitcher's hand so nicely. They might have to attack him with some hard stuff this time around.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
That misses, 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Ready on 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2, tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it, and he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
He's set. Here it comes. Jose Altuve is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. You going to start the runner at first here?
Yeah, at the plate, you've got a guy that will ground into his share of double plays, so it's not a bad idea to get things in motion.
On the ground to the left side. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. George Springer will stand in. He flew out his last time up. From the belt, the pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch on an 0-1 count. Trying to let that thing work its way back to the outside part of the plate, but he couldn't quite get it there.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Kim ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And, you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
The batter,
Here's Carlos Correa now.
Carlos Correa.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Line to left. Kim is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Michael Givens will get the ball looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Michael Givens.
Stepping in now, Colby Rasmus. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 5-2 Houston. Manny Machado comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
And he will make it there to start the 8th. It's a leadoff double.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival on the mound will signal the end for Doug Fister. Will Harris is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Adam Jones will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
from the stretch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a one-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. Surprised at all that they're coming right after him this way?
A little bit. I like it. It's good for the game, but this is definitely a guy that can hurt you if you're not careful.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all four pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Here's Chris Davis now. Drilled to first. Oh, look at Gonzalez. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it.
Now batting,
Mark Trumbo come in now with two away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
He's set, now the pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Marisnick on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave one, and the deficit remains 5-2. Marwin Gonzalez digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. And a foul pop behind the plate. 1 away. At the plate, Evan Gattis, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And that's off the plate and high, 2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Little dribbler down the line. Wieters has it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We've played 8 full. The Astros lead it 5-2. Set to start the ninth now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Luke Gregerson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Kim, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Springer to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's a 5-3 game now.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. And he's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Jonathan Schoop will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Pitch on the way. Right there for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. Left field and deep. Back goes Rasmus, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The throw into second. Man, this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
I'll tell you, this is not a bad pitch location-wise. It's down and away, and he still nearly knocks this ball out of the park. That's a testament to how good a hitter he is, that he could swing at a pitch that would give most guys fits and still drive it for 2 bases.
Pedro Alvarez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
24, Pedro Alvarez.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack, 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
God, no, not me. Maybe once or twice.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Grounded back up the middle. Altuve to his right. He has it on to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Now batting, number 23.
So coming to the plate, number 23. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
From the stretch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. It's been much harder work than I think he anticipated.
Yeah, he came in here trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it at all.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball three.
And obviously a walk here would be a big no-no with 2 outs in the ninth. You cannot put that tying run on base.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Well, remember, you don't have to throw him a strike with first base open, but a walk would bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
In tight, ball four. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You gotta die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Manny Machado. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Runners breaking for the plate. Pitch taken for a strike. And they will put the tag on him. He's out stealing home, and this ball game is over. What a knucklehead move that was.
Well, he did serve up the home run here to make this one a little bit more interesting. But in the end, he does get the job done, and he nails down the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 5-3. Good night from Houston.
For the Orioles, 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Doug